What is up, guys? I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to install Minecraft server on Raspberry Pi. So this is going to be for version 1.18.2. So what you're going to do is, the first thing that you want to do is download the imager for Raspberry Pi. And you just got to go to this website. I have all this stuff linked in the description. And you just want to get the one that's for your OS. So once you got it, all you want to do is you want to open it. And I'll open it right now. Alright, so it should look something like this once you opened it. So now all you gotta do is put in your SD card. I just did that right now. All the stuff might pop up because I already have it installed, but all you're gonna do is you're gonna do choose OS. You're gonna do FAT32, format to FAT32 all the way at the bottom. You're gonna do choose storage. Make sure you press on your SD card, so I don't want you to do the wrong one. And now you're gonna do just gonna do right and just press yes. All these windows might pop up, but just press cancel on them. And once this is all done, all you want to do, you want to go up to the top where it says Raspberry Pi OS Other. You want to go down to where you see Raspberry Pi OS Lite 64-bit. And you want to press choose drive, and I'm going to do my SD card. And go to settings. And then from here you could set a host name. This is like what the name of it is going to be. But the main thing that you want here is to SSH enable it and put in a password. I'm going to do Raspberry. So that's just the default. Then you can configure your Wi-Fi here and all that stuff. But all you need to do is just this part. You can put your own password. It doesn't have to be Raspberry. Press save. And just press right. This will take a little bit, but I'll tell you what to do once this is done. Alright, so now that you put in your SD card and you turn on your Raspberry Pi, and I'm gonna assume that you know how to find like a Raspberry Pi's IP. So once you SSH into and all that, it should look like this. I just did clear so you don't see all the text up here. But the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just change the DNS server. And the only reason why I'm doing this, you could skip this, but I recommend this because depending on what your router settings are, you might have like a DNS already put on your router. It's very rare for this to happen, but sometimes, like when you update your Raspberry Pi, sometimes the DNS server on your router conflicts with your Raspberry Pi, and it can't update, or sometimes you can't download some certain things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste this command in. All this is gonna do, it's gonna go into the file that holds all your like network configuration type stuff. Don't worry, all this stuff will be in the description. You just gotta copy and paste this stuff. So once you're here, it should look something like this. Just go all the way down. I already did this, but I'm gonna tell you to copy and paste something in here. And all this is doing is just setting your static domain. So you just want to paste it at the bottom. To paste is just a right click. And once you do that, it should look something like this. You're gonna have Google's DNS server, which is like 8.8.8.4.4, and then space 8.8.8.8. But I'm gonna do Cloudflares, so you can either do Google's Cloudflares or whatever. I'm just gonna do that. So once you're done here, just gonna do Control X. Then it'll say if you want to save, just press Y to enter. So once you're here now, you gotta actually like restart your DHCP. So I'm gonna paste the restart command. This might take like 5 seconds. This is just resetting all your internet settings on your Raspberry Pi, so you have access. So now that that's set, now your DNS servers have been successfully changed. So now I'm gonna update my Raspberry Pi. So I'm gonna paste that so it'll start to update now. This might take a little bit. Okay, so now that this is done, now we're gonna apply the update. And normally it should be updated if you did it through like the Raspberry Pi imager, but just make sure. And then I'm just gonna do clear now. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna do the Java bit of it now. So we actually gotta get Java to actually run the server. So I'm gonna paste this command in, and this is just installing zip. So alright, that's already installed. Good. Paste this in now. And also, by the way, if you watch my older video, this is like the exact same thing. I'm using the same software and all that. I'm just changing it up just a little bit. But I'm gonna fast forward all this stuff. Then I'm gonna run SDK version. And I should get something here. Let's see, it's gonna take a little bit. Alright, so you should get something like this. This is good. But now what we're gonna do now is you're actually gonna install Java now. Alright, so if I run this command, this should install Java 17 now. It's gonna take a little bit. Alright, so once it's done, I did clear, but if you're stuck on it like loading, just press like a key or something and it'll close. So I'm just gonna do Java version to make sure. Yep, Java 17. Alright, that's all good. So once I saw that the Java. Alright, so now that we know that it's the right Java version, now we're gonna make a directory. My bad. I'm gonna name it server. And make sure that's there. Okay, cd server. cd capital S server. Okay, so now we're here. Now I'm gonna get the actual link to the download. So this will all be in the description, but you know what, just to make this more easier, all you need to do is you guys gotta do wget and do a space. So now I'm gonna use Paper. So this is their Paper website. You're just gonna right click the latest download here. You're just gonna do this and copy link address. Alright, I'm just gonna move this to my side, just paste it in there. And if you ever want to update it, just do that and that'll install the latest version. So now we got that. Let's do dir. My bad. Dir. Alright, you see it right there? Paper. Okay. So now we actually gotta go to Minecraft, the website Minecraft. I'm gonna do that real quick because I forgot to do that. And we actually gotta get the link to it. I mean, like, not the link, to actually start it. So basically when you have this, what you gotta do here now is, let me do dir again so we can make sure that this is right. So I'm just gonna kinda just copy this, copy that, Control C that, and then I'm just gonna right click it here, and I'm gonna do enter. And now this is starting the server. Now I got some comments saying that I don't know how to start it again once you stop it. This will always be the same command no matter what. So every time you stop it, just re-put in this command. That's just the normal command and it'll start to run. But once this is done loading, I'll put it in 4 gig mode, because in my opinion I think 4 gigs is good if you're gonna have a couple of people. And I'll show you how to install plugins too, but that'll be a little bit harder. But now you're gonna get this field to load eula.txt. That's normal, just do nano and eula.txt. Now you're gonna go here, just change the false to true, Control X, Y, enter, and just run it again, but this time I'm just gonna do 4 gigs. So I'm just gonna do 4G with a capital G, 4G. And now if you did the 64-bit, this will work fine. But if you did the 32-bit, I think 3 gigs is the max I could go. But this is why I recommend 64-bit, because you could go as much as you want. And that's really nice. So now that this is loading, I'm just gonna open up Minecraft real quick, so I can show you guys. So now I'm gonna launch Minecraft. As you can see in the background, it's loading. So now that you're on Minecraft, just do multiplayer, do direct connect, and put in your private IP address. So this is your Raspberry Pi's address. So just do join server. And this might take a little bit, but it should work. And you see, this is the game, running it. And like I'll type something. Here it says I joined, this is what I typed. And it's basically really simple. Now I'm going to show you how to install plugins. So to stop the server, just do just do stop. So once this is done, I'm going to show you how to install plugins. So first thing you want to do, you're going to go into the directory that has the plugins folder. So cd plugins. There, that's just the bstats folder. So I'm going to show you how to do this again. So I'm going to do Essentials X, one of the best plugins that you could get. And all you're going to do is just going to right click on this download and copy link address. And go here and just type wget and paste the address in, and boom. Now this is, every time you do this, it's just downloading whatever files there. So now if I do dir now, you see how this is Essentials X. So I'm gonna do the cd server. Okay, now I'm gonna run the same command again. This is how to start it again, and I'm gonna show you what happens when you run it. Now that it's done, you might notice some essential little commands running, but that's fine. That's any plugin. I'm gonna go back on the server. And this might take a little bit, and I'll show you that it actually works. Okay, so I'm in, I can walk around. Now if I do /pl, you see how this is essentials now, so well, I can't run the commands because I'm not operator. And oh, another thing too, how to make yourself operator. Op starboy. Alright. You see essentials about, I don't have the info in that txt, but I could do vanish. I'm invisible now. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope this was more detailed. And yeah, and also I have my own Minecraft server. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but yeah, hopefully you guys will join it, and we build a little community, and I also have a Discord server too. But yeah, peace. Hopefully this all works for y'all, and yeah.